I like Joseph Parker as a human being. You know what I mean? I like him as a human being. I think he's a well-mannered, respectable man. So I'm looking forward to fighting Joseph Parker on December the 23rd, live on DAZN PPV.
The Bronze Bomber,
Blessings.
Deontay Wilder.
How you doing?
Blessings, brother.
Yes, sir.
Good to finally meet you.
Nice to see you as
Good
well.
to finally meet you. You know, when they said I was going to do this, I was thinking about, like, what would I first say to you? And I think the first thing is, we miss you. Like, boxing misses Deontay Wilder, right? It's been a long time. We don't see you as much as we used to. Your energy, your performances, not just in the ring, outside the ring. So I guess the question is, do you miss us as much as we miss you?
To be honest, I don't. You know, because of various reasons. You know, my goal was to provide for my family. Mainly my daughter that was born with spinal bifida. That's the only reason I got into this business. I told her when she was 1 year old that I'd be a world champion, and I'd be able to support her beyond her means. And I've done that successfully, you know, along with 8 other children. You know, so I could say that my first reign has been a successful career.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I understand that it takes a lot to be able to prepare, get myself mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared for the business of boxing. Especially when I'm risking my life for others' entertainment. You know, many won't know how that feels to be able to break your body down for months at a time, and then be able to challenge yourself mentally to go inside this ring and be able to perform with perfection, you know. And for that reason, I say I didn't miss it because I had so much time with my family. I'm a family man. I love my family. I love being around them. I love being able to instill the tools to succeed in life to my children, to build that foundation, you know. And that time is very valuable because we're living on borrowed time.
Yeah.
You understand me? This every day we awake is a blessing because it's not promised. We're not promised to be here. So, and with children, you can buy them the world, but the only thing they will remember is that time that you spent with them, you know. And to be able to have that time, that moment in time with them, has been everything for me.
You say you don't miss it, Deontay, but every time I see clips of you with Mr. Malik Scott and you're hitting the pads, I see that glint in the eye. I see it as someone that's, okay, now I'm waiting for that call, waiting for that fight. And you've got it now. Look at the smile. Look at the smile, yeah?
The $14 million smile.
That is it. So there is an element of, you do miss it, and I get you've got to provide for your family, you've done that, right? You know, you've made some good money in the sport. There's more out there. But there must be an excitement in you when it's a big fight like this, a big fight card. And you're the face of the fight card. You're one of the faces, you, AJ, and the rest of them. Does that not bring you excitement?
It definitely does, you know. And you cut me off, I didn't finish. So, well, you know, that was then, you know, you know, and going through those emotions of being with my family, enjoying that time, and hearing so many people, you know, I really didn't understand how much I motivated, how much I inspired, how much of a guidance that I am to other human beings. You know, some people listen to every word that I say and they follow instructions. And to have those responsibilities, you know, in this world, you know, it means a lot, you know, because I'm very successful. But if I can help someone else out, you know, to become successful with what I say or even with what I do, you know, it's an amazing feeling. I get so many people that write me all the time or tell me certain things, and many people have told me they miss me here in boxing. And it's very appreciative to hear those words each and every time, you know what I mean? Because as fighters, we definitely want our flowers while we're alive because we risk our life. And it really can be over. How many times you've seen fighters get injured, get hit in the back of the head or whatever, and now they become vegetable states and different things like that, and they didn't get their flowers. They didn't get appreciated enough, or it's said enough. The only time that comes is when people feel like you're over with. It's an end to your career or your story. And then that's when people come and show you their love and their passion that they have for you. And it shouldn't be that way. But now it's a different time. And the heavyweight division has been so boring. It's been so boring without me. They said they put the bat signal out for me. And it's been up in the sky, and I'm finally responding to the call of duty. And being that what's going on in boxing, it's very exciting, you know? And to hear the love of the people, it's very exciting to me. It makes me want to, like, you know what? I still got more to give. Because if I don't use my talent up that God has blessed me to use, He's gonna strip it from me and give it to someone else. And I told Him, I'm a faithful servant. So whatever you bless me with, I'm gonna use it until it has no more. Almost like a proper squeezed lemon.
Yeah. Until
So-
there's nothing more.
Until there's nothing
And
more.
obviously with you, and I hear from Malik a lot, there's still a lot more left.
Amen.
Still a lot more left. I do want to talk about Joseph Parker. We're going to talk about him, former world champion. That's who you take on December 23rd. I find it funny, and a lot of people do, that you and AJ, we've been wanting this fight for 5 years. You've almost been circling each other, and we haven't seen you guys get in the ring. You're on the same card, the same night. You're here together in the same building, and it isn't you versus AJ. It's you versus Joseph Parker. Why?
It's funny. I mean, it's kind of a weird feeling as well. Not only that, when you look at the scenery of it, it's funny, but the feeling of it as well. You know, I only met him. This is my second time meeting him in person. You know, and out of all these years, it's been over 6 years. This is supposed to have been done a long time ago. You know, I can say so many different things of why it haven't happened, but I've been talking about that for so long. Everybody knows why it haven't happened. I don't think they need to hear me to know that, you know. But that's not here, nor there. It's a different time, you know, in place, and I'm looking forward to the future. See, the future is bright. We can talk about the past all day long, but for what? And I'm not gonna waste your time. But I can say the future is bright. Although we're in the same building, in the same environment with each other, and on certain things we're sharing the same energy when it comes to certain things. It's just a blessing to be here among so many, because when the future comes, the memories of what I had to endure or what I had to go through, it will show on the night of that fight. All my frustration and my anger and everything that I've been wanting to show, especially giving the people the right fights at the right time. And that's what boxing lacks. It lacks timing. Sometimes it's the fighter, most of the time it's the managers and promoters. You know, especially when they see they got someone that's running their business. And if I lose the money maker in the business, then the business go down. Now if the business go down, we have no more money coming in. So that whole fights back, you know, but the future is amazing. And those that have been waiting patiently, like I have, shall get what they want soon.
Yeah, and hopefully we do get it, because I think it's going to be a fantastic fight between you two. Joseph Parker, former world champion, coming off a good win as well. Obviously, he had that defeat against Joe Joyce, but he's rebuilt himself back up. What do you make of Joseph Parker as a fighter?
I like Joseph Parker as a human being. You know what I mean? I like him as a human being. I think he's a well-mannered, respectable man, you know, and he's a good family man. He's a great fighter as well, too. He got a big heart, and he's willing to give it all he got, you know, and that's all I can ask for a fighter, you know, to just get in there, give it your all, give it your best, you know what I mean? Give a great performance for the paying customers, and we go home happy and enjoy our family. So I'm looking forward to fighting Joseph Parker on December the 23rd, live on DAZN PPV.
Should be a good one. Should be a good one. I wish you guys at home knew what he was doing there. Did you watch the Fury and Ngannou fight?
I didn't get a chance to watch that fight. A lot of people don't know, but when I'm away from work, I'm away from work. You know, I shut everything down.
You've seen the highlights of it, though.
I've seen
know
the
you
highlights
have.
for sure.
Are you surprised by Ngannou?
Not necessarily. I'm not, you know, because magic happens in the ring, you know. Sometimes you may think it may go one way, but then certain things end up happening. And that's the thing about getting in the ring. You never know what's gonna happen until you get in there, you know what I mean? And that's the one thing fighters get scared of. They worry about losing, they worry about, you know, staying defeated because a certain character has built off of this is how you have to do it to gain fortune or whatever. And that ain't necessarily the module of what you have to follow behind, you know? And with that being said, it leaves a lot of great fights from happening.
It certainly does. Hit list, final question. If it is, and I would love to see you fight 3 times in a year, I know it's difficult with training and politics and boxing. If you could pick your 3 fights next year, not looking over Joseph Parker, but if you come through that, what's your hit list?
Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua.
Good answer. That was a test. You passed it. You passed Deontay Wilder. Good luck, my friend.
Blessings, blessings.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.